Yep, that's better.
All right.
Let me see here. What?
Oh, I didn't say nothing.
Hit the mute button. She gonna get on my nerves.
Pull it up. Just,
No, I don't know what that is. Hold on. Because I was gonna put it right here too.
okay, I just want to.
Okay. But you gotta turn your watch dial down. Your volume. And click on it like so, like that. Just gonna knock it down.
Okay.
You know it's weak. Let me see.
Come on in, come on in. They coming in. We are live.
Yay, people are coming in the room. Come on in the room. Mm-hmm. Come on.
Come on in, y'all.
In the room. Y'all don't know nothing about that.
This one of those old gospel songs.
It is.
Okay.
It is.
How I go?
Come on in the room. Mm-hmm. Come on in the room. Y'all know that? Jesus is my doctor, and he writes out all my scriptions. He gives me all my medicine in a room.
Okay. All right then,
Yeah.
Mrs. A. Way to open up.
That is an old gospel great.
Way to open up the show.
It's an old gospel great, and we are live.
We are live, y'all.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the chat. Hopefully, y'all done hit the like button on your way in the room.
Welcome to the
Come
chat.
on in the room.
Come on in, come on in, come on in. We have a good one for you tonight.
My BFF is here. Love for sale. Woohoo!
Yay.
Ooh, she made it. She made it.
Okay.
Y'all, my friend is in the chat, y'all.
She's here.
The one I talk about all the time. She is in the chat tonight.
Okay, good.
Let's see here. Potato Head. Hey. Get that Mr. Potato Head.
Oh, man.
Ooh, Connie Parker, the Buzz Around Town. Julie Atkins, the Broke Farmer in the house.
Broke Farmer.
Mrs. C in the house.
Okay.
Sandra Green, Tammy, I say her. Let me see what that's. I gotta do this the right way. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna do it the right way. Okay, here we go. All right, I did say Sandra, Tammy, Julie, Sunset Heritage, Josiah.
Okay.
Ooh, PD Homestead. Thank you. Blessings to you too. Lisa Harris. Hello there. Polar Bear Cheryl from New Mexico. We doing good.
Polar Bear Cheryl.
Katie's Home and Gardening.
Okay.
Let's see. Rosie. Who else in here? I'm gonna mess that up. YRREK. I'm gonna mess that up. Crim. I don't know. Welcome to the chat.
Amazing,
To the
Amazing
live.
Grace, 1977.
Hold on, I didn't went too far.
Okay. Good evening, y'all. I like that.
Gosh, I went too far. I hate when I do that. Because then I miss people. Let me back. I got to go back.
Okay.
Okay, here I am. Ooh, Broke says one of my favorite gospel songs in this old building.
Okay.
Woo! There's a leak in this old building, and my soul I know. I know. Woo, I know. Hey, J3GS Farm. Welcome to the chat. Hi, Karen. Nicole Coleman. Lydia Muhammad. Lakitha. Oh, my goodness.
They coming in. They coming in. Come on in, y'all.
Josiah Bain says, I am Trinidad and Tobago.
Trinidad, Tobago. Oh, wow.
Welcome, welcome,
Welcome on
welcome.
in, Trinidad, Tobago.
Welcome.
Yes.
Love for Self says, sing it, best friend. Oh, my goodness. Good evening, Mr. and Mrs. H. How are you guys doing this evening? Merry Christmas to you all. Love what you guys are doing. Houston, Texas strong. Thank you, Susan. Same to you and your family.
Houston, Texas.
Catherine Kelly, been following you for 2 years. First time on a live. You are the reason I started canning.
Oh, look at that.
Yay!
Oh, man.
The God's Fave 4. Hey, now, that's one of my favorite songs. Which one? Woo.
Man.
Come on in the room. Right side of all my scriptures. Ooh, I'm telling you. My granny loved that song, too. My granny loved that song. She really did.
Wow.
I can't sing it without thinking about her.
Yeah.
Shucks. Okay, now where I was lost again. Okay, here I am. Okay, D Penton for the future. Susan Dyson. Merry Christmas from London, Ohio. Good evening, Mr. and Mrs.
Ohio.
H. Yep.
Ohio.
We are good, Pamela. Amazing Grace. Wow, welcome everybody to the chat. Cheryl Farrell, Jacqueline Camper. You didn't miss us, we here. Serenity 8644. Hey, from Columbus, New Jersey.
Okay.
Wow,
New
you
Jersey.
way up there.
You say New Jersey, huh?
Jersey.
Okay.
Ooh, she's Jersey. New York.
That's how they say it, right?
I think so. New Yorkers and folks from Jersey, they have a very distinct accent. You know it. Mary Staples says hello from Mississippi.
Mississippi.
Jaquetta Awesome Deals from Jersey.
Okay.
Oh my goodness. Hey everybody, welcome to the chat. Yashia Cole. I think I said, let me see. Corliss Denmark. Marilyn Lindsay, Kathy Williams, K.S. Pillman. I sure hope everybody didn't hit that like button.
Go ahead and give it a like.
Thank you so much,
up.
you all.
They hitting the like button now.
They hitting that like, hit that like button.
All right.
Oh my goodness. G Dean says, I'm so excited. 4 of my 7 5-month-old chickens have started laying eggs. I know that is very exciting when your chicks, when you get that first little egg.
Yeah, and then they all just start laying one after another. They get the chicken egg laying fever.
Yep. Yep. Ya's daughter, hello from Philly. Our journey's from Southwest Ohio. Carla's from Columbus.
Okay.
Columbus, Georgia or Ohio? Let's see.
Don't have a Columbus, North Carolina?
Well, that's Columbia, South Carolina.
Oh, South Carolina. Okay.
Yep. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the chat.
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
I really wish I can get that thumbnail uploaded, but it'll have to be uploaded after the chat, after the live stops for tonight, you all. Did y'all see the title? Did y'all pay attention to the title after y'all hit the like button? Hello from Fayetteville, Kelly Killingsworth, Ariel Thompson. Welcome everybody to Monday Night Chat.
Our Journey Homestead.
Yes. Now, did you all see the title of the video? Listen, San Francisco. Who is that from Louisiana? San Francisco, Catherine Kelly. 1298.
I'm in Louisiana. That's what she says. Okay.
All right. Hometown. Or home state, rather. I don't know what town she in.
Yeah.
The home state, rather.
Oh, yeah.
Bedford, Ohio, Tanya Murray. What's that all about? Ooh, let's talk about it.
Oh, man.
Let's talk about it, y'all. San Francisco is going to war against these food giants. I'm going to tell y'all who they include real quick. I got it right here so I don't miss none. San Francisco's city attorney has filed a lawsuit against 10 major food companies, including Coca-Cola, Pepsi-Cola, Kraft Heinz, Nestle, General Mills, Mars, and many others, alleging they knowingly engineered and marketed ultra-processed food that harm human health and fuel chronic disease.
Wow.
So basically, they tired of picking up the medical bill.
Wow.
And they are very upset about it because they're saying that these companies are knowingly giving people food that they know could ultimately be their demise.
Man. Wow. So they just trying to take all of us out with their food, snacks, all of the food that tastes good. You know, you can't really just eat them with pleasure. Because they are not good for you at all.
Not good for you at all. Now, y'all can find this online. You can just Google it. It's there. It's going to come up everywhere because it's really been the buzz since they filed this lawsuit on Friday, okay? Friday is when they actually filed the lawsuit. And I believe David Chu is the attorney that filed the lawsuit. But I want to read to you all because it is so amazing to me how these people are so good with words, how they love to play on words to weasel their way out of certain situations, right?
Wow. Yeah.
So they love to play on words. So I'm going to read to you what, let me see what she said here. I got to find her name. But while I look for her information, Sarah Gallo.
Okay.
She's the Senior Vice President of Product Policy at the Consumer Brands Association, a trade organization for large food and beverage brands. Now, this was her statement. I'm not going to read all of this. I'm just going to read the part to you that really stood out to me the most. Sarah Gallo said, and I'm quoting here, and you can find this statement on any news outlet, NBC, you can find it anywhere, okay? Now, in her statement, she says, there's currently, well, I'm not going to say she says.
So you're going to bring it the way how she, bring it the way how she bringing it, huh?
I'm just going to use my own voice here. Because to me, with this statement, you know, that's how it comes across in my head. But anyway, she said there's currently no agreed upon scientific definition of ultra-processed foods. And attempting to classify foods as unhealthy simply because they are processed or demonizing food by ignoring its full nutrient content misleads consumers and exacerbates health disparities, Gallo wrote in a statement. So now this is my point here. She said there's no legal definition for ultra processed foods. And so when you think about ultra processed foods, again, if you Google it, what are ultra processed foods? These are industrially formulated products high in additives, chemicals, and engineered substances that often have little resemblance to whole foods. Included are sodas, chips, boxed meals, sugary cereals, and more.
This is a whole lot right there.
But because there really isn't a legal definition, I'm assuming that that's going to be a part of her, you know, the basis for them saying that the lawsuit is not a valid lawsuit because there's not really a standard definition for exactly what ultra processed foods are. right?
But can't they concentrate on the bad stuff that's harming people's health and deal with that and say, hey, this is bad. Processed food had this bad ingredient in here.
What y'all think?
So
Because I'm gonna be honest with you, the facts really don't matter much in today's courts.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
I mean, you can have the facts all you want to, but if it's not in legal writing, basically it don't exist, even though it could be factual.
yeah,
Like this man who did what he did to the that CEO or president of United Healthcare.
yeah, yeah.
Well, because they didn't go in because they went in his bag
Mm-hmm.
when they should have, they're trying to get that thrown out, right?
Yeah.
Which is very key evidence.
Yeah.
But even though we know that this is what you used right here, like this is your stuff, and ballistics will say this is your stuff, but because we went in your bag and looked without, the proper procedure, then we can throw it out.
Wow.
So see, this country, you can do things like that and get away with criminal activity on a technicality.
Yeah.
Even though the facts say you did it. Even though we got you on camera. What's the name of that song? It wasn't me.
Yeah. It wasn't me. We got you on camera.
Right. You caught me on camera?
Yeah.
It wasn't me.
Yeah. Yeah. And you've been busted, but now we're going to take that out of there.
It wasn't me.
That is something. And so now they can put stuff in food to harm you. And
yeah,
that's where it comes like with eating habits.
Yes.
A lot of times we don't even think. We just go grab stuff that we've been used to eating.
Yes.
Cereals that we've been eating since we was young, Mars bars, sodas. It's a habit, and we go by and we just pick it up and we don't think about the news and we just drink and then we just snack and we just eat.
Right.
And, because it tastes good. It still tastes good,
Oh,
So,
my goodness.
So we're stuck because everybody grew up with eating cereal.
Everybody did.
Wow, cereal was...
my favorite when I was a little girl was King Vitamins. Anybody remember that?
Yeah, I remember, yeah.
King Vitamins was my favorite cereal.
Yeah. And cereal went hand in hand with Saturday morning cartoons.
That's
right. The way how we grew up.
That's right.
Man.
That's right.
So they taking stuff that we've been used to all these years,
right.
Like children got used to. And when we go grocery shopping, we just throw these things in the basket.
Yep.
And don't think twice. I got to feed my children.
Right. That's so true.
And they done snuck some dangerous additives in their food.
That's so true.
And now, healthcare.
Yep.
We got a problem with healthcare right now.
Yep, we do. Natasha in the middle says it's about time somebody stood up to them.
Yeah.
But what do y'all think about that lawsuit? I mean, what do you think is going to come of it? Because in truth, it will set a precedent now.
Yeah.
If they win this lawsuit, you do know that other cities will follow suit, right?
Yeah.
Because then you're going to have more parents and adults advocating for change.
So it's going to be a ripple effect.
It'll be a ripple effect.
Wow.
You'll probably see more class action lawsuits then. So, I mean, I don't know. What do y'all think about that? I'm finna go to the comments. I want to know what y'all think about it.
Because you think about another thing that you can't sell the cereals overseas. They don't have we can't sell our food in other countries, right?
Depending on the ingredients. That's correct.
So they got cleaner foods in other countries.
Absolutely.
So they citizens are waking up strong. I'm telling you, not even having all that negative stuff inside the cereal box.
I know.
And here we is in America. Man, we suffering.
Yep.
We got all kind of poison and stuff.
Yep.
In cereal.
Yep.
Soda.
D. Penton says, I don't drink sodas anymore. The New Orleans going, hey, Aunt Linda.
Aunt Linda in the house.
Welcome to the chat.
Aunt Linda in the house.
Yes, indeed. Let's see. Lakeitha says we must step up and call them out. We must stand together. The H family at Homestead Heart genetically modified foods. Man,
Wow.
listen. Let's see. G. Dean says we need to go back to homemade food.
Yeah.
So down and go back to basics. I'm doing it. That's right.
Yeah. You're
That's
right about that.
That's right. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Yamina, we're talking about that lawsuit that San Francisco has filed against these major food giants.
Yes. And
Yes, indeed.
in the lawsuit that they filing, you know, they claiming that cereal, sodas,
Well, they're going after the companies.
yeah, the makers of Coca-Cola
Yeah.
and all of the most of the sweet cereal, Cheerios. I don't know exactly what brand, but a lot of cereal isn't safety.
Well, I could tell you, I could go back to the companies again. The companies listed here are Coca-Cola, Pepsi-Cola, Kraft Heinz, Nestle, General Mills, Mars brand, and others.
Wow, even
Yeah.
candy bars.
Yeah. Well, you know, M&M Mars make a lot of products.
Oh
Yeah,
man,
they make a lot of products too.
So we can't have M&Ms no more.
Well, no. Let's see. Nikki says we can help them by boycotting and the growing of probably your own food. Let's see. Man-made material, says Aunt Linda. That's so true. And then you have to think about, like, what chemicals are they using to put these things together to make you enjoy them so much?
I know. The scientists got to be so busy in the lab to make stuff taste the same.
I know.
Wow.
I know.
And this coming right back from the other situation with the Camel Soup CEO.
Yeah, but we got a solution to that. Remember,
You know.
we don't need them no more. I already did that video.
Yeah.
You can make that yourself.
Yeah.
It's so easy.
So what? Yeah. Why don't we go back to the basics?
We need to go back to basics.
Like the sister said, we
Yep.
need to go back to basics.
That's right. That's right. Hey, Alabama says, I wish people would just stop buying it for their children. They are the parent and have the right to parent their children accordingly. What happens, they won't be selling it, not worth it. That's
Yeah.
so true.
Yeah.
I mean, all you got to do is stop buying it. If you stop buying it, you right.
and
They're going to get rid of it.
And on top of that, why don't we educate the children
Yeah,
to let them know?
yeah.
Because I know if the children step up, that would be a big impact. You know?
Yep. Lena's Farm said, that's wonderful. They put a bunch of bad stuff in our food. At Boone 22 says, I've been working hard raising and growing our own foods for the family and all the animals. PD Homestead says, props to San Francisco. I know.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, Sherry Jones. Same to you. Eliza To Go says, so with the GMO warning labels, I heard it was because the seeds were GMO for the wheat and flour, so they have to label it GMO. If there's anything genetically modified, then they do have to let you know that it does contain genetically modified or bioengineered ingredients.
Now, you see a lot of that on the label. This product is bioengineered. A lot of people don't read the labels, but everything in the store is bioengineered.
And they make it difficult because now, if you really want to know what's in it, you have to scan the QR code to go to their website. And then when you go to their website, you got to scroll through pages of information to get to what you're looking for.
Well,
So they don't make it easy for you to see what's inside the food.
well, we just assume that everything is bioengineered. 99.999% of the stuff in there, unless you know one or two products,
Right.
you know, stick
Right.
to that.
And actually, I'm going to take this moment right now to thank the sponsor of tonight's chat, which is Azure Standard, because you know
Yes.
they sponsor some of our videos, and we always recommend them to you all, right? And if you're new to Azure, you can definitely use our discount code HomesteadHeart15. The information will certainly be in the comment section below. But how many times do we say it? And we probably say it more often than not to, you know, buy whole foods. You know, don't buy all of this processed stuff. Buy whole foods. And that's one of the things that we love about Azure is that your options for whole foods are great.
Yes.
Right? If you want peaches, buy peaches.
Yeah.
At least your peaches don't have a book of ingredients like this on the can. When you go in the store and buy a can of peaches, you got to read 1,000 ingredients first, right?
About two paragraphs.
Paragraphs of this stuff, right?
Yeah.
So we always recommend Azure Standard, you all. And for us, if there's anything that we are unable, or if we have is that Jackson?
Mm-hmm.
Is he in the house?
Yeah.
Oh, if there's a crop failure or anything like that, we will buy it.
Yeah.
We do not have a problem with it, right? We do not have a problem with it. And if there's something that I need from Azure Standard, especially in the early spring or fall months, if it's something that I want to can because I didn't get it, I will do it. Is he in here?
I don't know.
I hear him moaning, babe.
Okay, is he outside?
We didn't let him outside to use the bathroom and forget about Bud, did it? Please tell me we ain't do Bud like that. Please tell. Oh, there he go right there. He in here. What you whining for? He back there whining like we done locked him outside. Bud.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. My goodness. My goodness. Now, let's see. Oh, yeah, teach the children. Okay, let me go down some. I saw that already. Now, someone said,
Hold on.
He probably got these bathrooms. Huh? Okay, that's why he whining back there, because he got to go. Okay, y'all, so it says about 98% or more is bioengineered now, plus the appeal spray on fruits and veggies to make people buy. Linda did such a beautiful chat the other night where she really went in on this, and she was talking about different vegetables and fruits that are bioengineered, especially depending on where you get them from. If y'all did not see on Linda's recent live, go have a look at it. She really went into it, y'all, and she really educated a lot of us that night when she talked about that.
Yeah.
So definitely go over and have a look at her live.
Yes.
Now, Yamina says, been canning all last week, boycotting in our house. And I'm so excited about this Back to Basics series where we're getting back to basics, home canning 101, because so many of you reach out and you're new to the channel, so you'll see me doing a canning video, but you'll say, well, how do you this? And what is this? And how that? And so I just decided that I would do a completely separate playlist explaining to you all why I do what I do and why home canning is so valuable and so important. And it's really an ancient thing. It's not something new, right?
Yeah.
It's I'm telling you, my water bath canner belonged to my grandmother when she had it when she was younger, right? And if she was still alive today, my grandmother would be 100 years old.
Yeah.
Okay? I think. Or 98, something like that, right? So, but she's been canning a long time. And her old water bath canner, it's all rusted at the bottom and everything. I can't even use it because I don't want to, have a hole to come in it. But I love that canner, right?
Yeah.
So Back to Basics, Home Canning 101. That playlist, y'all, start looking at it if you're new to this, okay?
Yeah. So what she's doing, she's breaking everything down real simple, more like a class.
I'm doing it all
more
from
like
the beginning.
A class where you can just take your time, learn how to can from the beginning, using words that's everybody can understand. Even me, I can go through it and maybe I can get into the game.
Absolutely. You've helped me before.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Lakeitha says, what a mess. All this ingested plastic.
Oh, man.
Hey, Alabama says, if they can't get children to go green for the past 40 years, they can teach them to eat better at school. When I was going to school, I didn't know anything about processed food.
I didn't either.
Because our cafeteria ladies knew my mama, okay? And they baked bread.
You can smell that bread halfway down the hallway.
You can smell it down the street.
Yeah.
I mean, I would be walking. My mom would walk me to school every morning, and you could smell the bread before you got to the school. Those were days that we didn't know nothing about processed food.
Yeah, we
Everything
did.
was made from scratch. That's why the cafeteria ladies had to be there at 4:00 in the morning.
Yeah, and then on top of that, when you eat real food, it don't take a giant plate to fill you up.
Yeah.
You know, because that protein and nutrients is dense, and you know, when you eating if you eat fast food, you can eat that food and be hungry the next 2 or 3 hours.
And Our Journey Homestead says, why would they have to hide it if it's not bad for us? That's exactly right.
Yeah, they gonna hide that.
They gonna hide it. They're not gonna tell you the truth. They're gonna definitely hide it, right?
And then they have words and ingredients in the ingredients you can't even understand.
Right.
Scientific words, you know. And so how can you understand a whole paragraph of words that sound foreign?
And then you go look up some of the words, and then the definition of some of those words are so complicated you don't even know what those words mean. You got to go look up those words, right?
Yeah.
Love for Self says, I love Azure. Good food, products, and sourced well. Yes, it is.
Yes.
Yamina says, picking up my order next week from Azure.
Oh, Azure on deck.
Yes, indeed.
Azure Standard.
Yes. Starting January 1st, Lisa Foster says they must print all ingredients of the products we buy on the package. Thank you to Mr. Kennedy. And I sure hope that it won't be heavily redacted.
Yeah. It's so much going on. Seems like it's so many different tricks to hide these food labels and put this stuff in here. And
right.
And then also, you got to watch out for products that have yellow 40.
All those chemicals. All those chemicals that are not permitted in other countries.
It's in Gatorade. You can just look on the label.
Yeah.
Yellow 40, red 40, that dye.
Yeah.
That's bad.
Miss Maxiel, I hope I said that correctly, says, I started baking my own bread. It took me a few months, but, hold on. But now it's easy. I almost make my own crackers and chips for snacking. Look, I have my dough in the refrigerator right now for my cheese crackers that I'm getting ready to bake tomorrow. And then I made a batch of dough with some navy beans and flour because I've been experimenting with navy beans and some mistakes will tell you. I've been like, ooh.
She been a scientist in that.
I'm trying to do something with those navy beans.
And you know, I was coaching her on. I was like, okay.
Try this.
Yeah, try that. Yeah.
You know, I'm like, okay.
Yeah. She even made for nachos. We made our own chips.
Oh, the chips for the nachos, because we love nachos around here.
Yeah.
And so the chips, I make those myself, but they're easy to make. But I'm trying right now to come up with some recipes for my home canned navy beans, not raw navy beans, or, you know, nothing like that. These are navy beans that I opened up out of my jar that I'm trying to make. Well, we'll talk about that at another time.
Yeah.
But once I get it together, okay?
And then the Tabasco sauce that she made.
Babe, they don't know about that yet. The video not even out.
Okay. All right, I let it out the bag. Okay. All right, then.
See, I told you be telling all our business.
Okay. I'm going to be quiet about that.
Oh, my goodness. Talking about dry snitching. He do it all the time. Let's see. Nutra says ready to order more seeds. The seed store going to be open Monday. I'm glad you said that because I didn't specify which Monday when I said Monday morning. I'm so sorry about that. But it's going to be the Monday after Christmas. So thank you for bringing that up to remind me to make that correction. All right. Thank you so much for that. Yeah. Let's see. PD Homestead says they cooked from scratch when we were younger. Now it's all processed, and these babies still be hungry. I know.
Yeah.
I know they still be hungry, and we wonder why they eat so much.
Yeah.
That's so true.
And then they probably gaining weight just like because of that, you know, not eating real food.
At Boom says look up additives in your store purchase spices, honey. I get my spices from the farmers market, or I get them from Azure Standard. So when I get cardamom, then I know it's cardamom. You know.
So they put it in the spices.
They do because they they put additives in to make it stabilized so it don't clunk up in the store shelves. Cause it could sit on them shelves for a few years. Cause that's why they put all that stuff in there.
Boy, we ain't safe, y'all.
Yeah. Let's see. Lena's. Let's see. No. Miss Maxiel says, I shop Azure too. Tracy Williams says, my mother used to make fresh baked bread at the school she worked at. Hey, Mr. and Mrs. H, do you just sell ball jars? We don't sell any kind of canning jars, if that's what you're asking. Nicole Coleman, at our local school, 4 comes individually packaged, filled with dyes and junk, but it's whole wheat grain, so they pass it out. Oh, it's healthy.
No.
Linda says the cafeteria ladies really cooked every day. Yeah, they sure did.
They did. They got down with it.
They sure did.
Man.
They sure did.
And you couldn't play with them either because they were serious women. And they worked hard. And you had to get through that line and they tell you grab that milk and grab that.
Yep.
You had to be. It was a different time back then, though.
I remember when my mom would have to be to work early in the morning and she would take me to school. Sometimes I would be at school like at 7:30, something like that, you know, like 30 minutes or so before everybody else started getting there. And she would take me in the cafeteria. And all of the cafeteria ladies knew me, right? And they all called me Rita. You know, so when I would come in, they would say, Rita, you want a piece of bread? You want some milk? And I hated that milk, you know. But I always was just taught to be like, yes, ma'am, thank you, ma'am. Even though I couldn't stand that milk, I had to get that nasty milk. But anyway, everything was baked fresh there. Yeah. And I wish that we could get back to that. Yeah,
I think we're going to have to because, man, it's getting bad when you just got everything that's bioengineered and got all kind of ingredients you don't really need that's hurting you. Yeah. You know, it's just bad.
It really is. Know? It really is.
Make us appreciate the good days when we ain't have to worry about that.
Mm-hmm. Love for Self say, big bro be excited. It's nice. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Let's see. It's me, IJS. Do you have a recipe book? So my friend is in the chat. She'll tell you, I've been working on that recipe book for so long. It's crazy. It's insane how long I've been working on that book. Because some recipes I'll put in there and then I'll be like, and I'll make it better. Yeah. And then I'll scratch the other one and be like, I'm not going to use this. And I'm going to use the other one, you know. And so I really just need to just go with what I got, you know. But I'm always working on that book and putting new recipes in it and stuff. So it's not going to be a perfect book. If I could just get that in my head that there's no such thing as the perfect book, you know. Yeah. But I'm trying to get it that way.
Yeah, I got a question. I got a question. Is it really hard to make cereal? You know?
I made the Cinnamon Toast Crunch, remember? For the children. Yeah. So when the grandchildren came to visit one summer, they wanted Cinnamon Toast Crunch. And I'm like, okay, but you know we're not buying that. And my grandson was like, we can't buy Cinnamon Toast Crunch either. I'm like, no, but I can go in there and I can make them for you. And so I went in there and I made some Cinnamon Toast Crunch. And I told her I was making it, you know, and of course they were very skeptical, like, I don't know, you gonna make some cereal? Yeah. You know? But when they tasted them, they loved them. And he even said that they tasted better than what was in the store. Wow. So yeah, because those children love Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Okay, so
yeah.
So you make cereal.
Okay. Yamina says, make sure you add all of those to your cookbook. Yes, ma'am. Katie's Home and Garden says, I appreciate you guys. I learn each time how to garden and cook different items. Thank you so much. Yeah. Yes, you know, back to basics.
Speaking of snacks, you remember Big Mama used to make those tea cakes?
Tea cakes.
Tea cakes. Mm-hmm. So, you know, that was simple.
You saying that because you want me to make them because he just asked me that last night. He said, you'll make me some tea cakes.
Yeah. Hook it up.
It'd be like, so good. Absolutely, I will.
It'd be so good.
Yes, indeed. You're welcome, Lee. Lee, I don't know, but Leyahw. Susan Wright, I'd love to see those recipes. I'll be making tortilla chips soon, too. Also, I make zucchini chips. I know those taste good. I can't wait to see your hot sauce and have peppers fermenting. It's going to be Christmas presents. I'm telling you right now.
Uh-huh.
When that seed shop open, order those Tabasco peppers, please.
Yeah.
If you love spicy foods, I'm telling you to get them Tabasco pepper seeds, because the sauce that I made, now that Mr. H done let the cat out the bag,
Be quiet. Be quiet.
is fire.
Oh, yes, it is. Be quiet. Don't talk about it.
Literally. But it's good too, though.
Yeah.
Barbara Brown says, Mr. H, oops, spilled the beans. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Betty Jeffrey, shalom, Homestead Heart, shalom, shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
Heather Williams says kale chips are good. Okay. I've never eaten kale chips before. He didn't already let it out, ain't Linda? He didn't already let it out. Let's see. Wait a minute. I went too far. How come I always do that? Okay, let me go back to Linda's comment. Let me find her. Oh, I went way too far. Okay, here we go. Our Journey Homestead says, oh, how I love you too. Thank you. Mel 1 SSA Peck says, your channel, Mr. and Mrs. H, learn something new every episode. For real, for real. Thank you.
Thank you.
Linda says, niece, I would like to see you do something with noodles. Yes, ma'am. What kind of noodles? Like, what kind of noodles? Because I do have, if you're talking about recipes, I do have several recipes with some egg noodles. If that's what you're talking about. Some store spices have sand in it, says Boone 22.
What? Sand?
Wow. You can't find Azure near you? You know what? One of our viewers emailed me, I want to say about 7 or 8 months ago, roughly, and said that there's not an Azure drop in their area. And I told her, if you truly want an Azure drop in your area, then you should sign up to be the coordinator for an Azure drop, and then you will have an Azure drop in your area. And now they have an Azure drop in their area, and the people who are buying from Azure in that area is picking up now, all because of her. All because of her. I think once she, signed up to do the drop, I don't know like the full process of it all, but I know it went from being her and 2 other people to, or no, more than 2 other people, I think, because she got a lot of people on board with it, But it went from not being a drop there to now they get their monthly drops too. So if you really want Azure in your area, maybe you could think about, or somebody you may know might want to be the coordinator for your area.
Oh, good.
Now, do y'all just use ball jars when you can? Yes. Yes, those I have. Well, they don't make the Kerr anymore, but Ball, Kerr, and Harvest are the jars that I have. Betty says, my mom canned and grew her own food.
Good.
Tanya Murray says, question, do you guys know why a lot of store-bought meats look bruised and discolored nowadays?
Wow.
Somebody want to answer that? Put it in the chat, because I know we all know, right? I know we know. Put it in the chat.
Yeah.
If you want to know why that meat look like it look.
Bruised.
Put it in the chat.
Some of it look brown. Yeah.
Yes. Yes, indeed. Jacqueline says she wrote a book called When Food Becomes an Enemy, and I cover some of what is being discussed, and I currently am working on another book coming in the summer that goes into a deeper depth.
Yeah, look at that.
And see, that's really
look
good,
at that
because
title, when food become an enemy.
When food becomes an enemy,
Wow.
because that's really good, because when, getting back to our subject matter here, we don't understand, well, I think that a lot of people who are not aware of just how poisonous or toxic a lot of these foods can be because of the chemicals that's in them, they may see a lawsuit like this as not a big deal.
Yeah.
They may think it, Oh, here we go,
Yeah.
another lawsuit, but if you really started paying attention to just studying up on the chemicals just one by one
Yeah.
and learning as much as, because I'm telling you, you'll go down a rabbit hole really, really fast. You'll go down a rabbit hole because one thing is going to lead to another, and it will shock you.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the chemicals that's used in food, or it'll shock some people.
Yeah.
But look at this. The complaint links ultra processed food consumption. I think I read this to serious health conditions such as type 2 diabetes, fatty liver disease, heart disease, certain cancers, and other ailments.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And with the claim that companies were aware of these harms, yet they continue to sell and market these products.
Man, that is bad news. I'm glad somebody stepped up.
And when you have doctors saying, don't eat ultra processed foods.
Yeah.
When you go to your doctor and they tell you, you know what, you should eat more fruits and vegetables. Stay away from the center aisles of the supermarket. Don't buy anything in a box. Buy whole foods, vegetables, fruits, and, meat, right? If you're going to eat meat or fish.
Yeah.
But they will quickly tell you, don't buy anything in a box to eat it, right?
Yeah.
So what is it that's so harmful that the physician would say, you need to stay away from that kind of stuff?
Yeah. I think those words that we don't even know the definition of is harming us. The whole paragraph of words. So now with this big lawsuit in San Francisco, it's showing everybody, really alarming the whole nation, what we should be, looking for when we go shopping.
Right.
Especially when we got little children to take care of. So, we got to watch out right now and keep our eyes open.
Listen, it says the city is seeking restitution and civil penalties to help cover the massive health care costs associated with treating diseases linked to ultra-processed food. So if they're saying it's linked to ultra-processed foods, that means they must have some type of proof. Because if you're going to go to court and you are the plaintiff, well, the burden of proof is going to be on you, right? So evidently they have some evidence, because lawsuits are expensive to file.
Yeah, I know.
So they must have some evidence to suggest that their claims are valid, right? Because it says that they're claiming local governments have borne the financial burden for far too long, so they're seeking restitution.
Wow.
They're saying that the lawsuit asserts that the companies use misleading marketing techniques like they would use with the tobacco industry, right?
Oh, yeah.
And check this out. They're using misleading marketing to make unhealthy products appear nutritious. And they're targeting low-income people and minority populations disproportionately.
Wow. Man.
So they have a target for this.
They got a target market. But they pushing all these foods on.
Because and I believe that. You know why? Because in households that are not low income households, they can afford to spend money on the best foods.
Yeah.
So you probably won't find a lot of these products in their cabinets.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure like in zip codes, those grocery stores have better product. There's no telling, how much.
But they're still going to have the processed foods, though, because that's what the grocery stores is filled with that. If you took away the processed foods out of the grocery store,
nothing, right?
you ain't got but two shelves. That's all you got is the produce department and the meat department and the dairy department.
I think
everything else will be gone.
I think just knowing that food is poison, it's all on the parents. They got to get educated on these poison foods.
That's true.
So they can protect their children.
That's true.
Because they got to know.
True.
So they got to tune in to stations or channels that'll let them know what's good to eat, what's not good to eat. which, you know, a lot of people, I don't know if they really paying attention when they shop.
That's true.
They not.
That's true. This is a big deal because, like we said earlier, like this could set a precedence for how other cities follow suit, and even the government, how the government even would start handling these type of situations because we're already in a healthcare crisis.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And if we were not consuming so many sugary foods and all of these ultra processed foods, would there even be a healthcare crisis?
Yeah. And I know insurance prices is just so high.
Yeah.
So
it probably wouldn't even be an issue.
Yeah.
If we stuck to whole foods.
That's the key right there. Sticking to whole foods, making food from scratch like we talked about earlier. Talking to your children so they won't have fits when they go by these different places, shopping with their mother, and they just throw a fit in Walmart. I want this, I want that. You know, you gotta let them know at home before you leave the house. You gotta let them know, hey, these foods right here, they not good for you.
Yeah, and I think not starting them off on that to begin with.
Yeah.
Because they can't miss something they've never had.
But what about the ones that's already in?
Then changes have to be made gradually.
The ones that already
been used to it. Yeah, those changes would have to be made gradually, but they can be done. It can be done, no?
Yeah.
But, and I know it can, because think about this, like when my grandchildren would come here, grandma don't do that.
Yeah.
Whatever you eat finna come out their kitchen, baby. So, and a salad was always on the table every night. And I never forget my grandson, he would be like, okay, you know we gotta eat the salad. You know she gonna make us eat the salad. Because they'd be sitting around the table having this discussion, all of the grandchildren, right? And he was the oldest, so he would say, you know we gotta eat the salad. You know she gonna bring the salad to the table. So listen, just eat it fast and get it out the way, and then you can enjoy everything else. So just eat it fast. So I would come in here and I would see them just trying to get rid of the salad, you know?
They got to
until I had dried cranberries on there, and I had dates on there, and I forgot, it was something else I put on there, but it was so good. And one day he actually said, Grandma, this is actually kind of good. I'm like, yeah, it's been good.
Yeah. They got to get the taste for real food.
But the point is they got used to it. So they were here the whole summer, right? So by the end of summer, their entire desire for certain foods wasn't even a factor. It was more or less, Grandma, what you cooking today? You know? Yeah. So it could be done because we did it for them, you know, when they were here.
I think once your taste buds is addicted to processed food, when you taste real food, it's a shock. Because I watched them, it was a shock for them to get used to eating real food. Like, I say about a month and a half.
Yeah.
You know? So, you know.
Yes, indeed. Love for Self says, I remember when you made that Cinnamon Toast Crunch. That was my favorite cereal. Oh, my goodness, it's so good. Yes, it is.
Oh, yeah.
I don't have a video on the tortilla chips. This is really and truly, it's just stuff I just go in the kitchen and just do. I don't have a video for it. Yeah. So, you all, I'm telling you, we really have to follow this closely, is what I would say. Follow closely this lawsuit in San Francisco.
Yeah.
And let's see where that's going to lead.
Yeah.
Because if you remember all of the moms who got together to boycott certain companies because of certain chemicals and additives in the food, and you remember the changes that they made, and then it just kind of fell off, right? So when something like this happens, you can't just let it fall off and die down. It really has to be nationwide pushback if you want change. You remember when people got sick of those potato chips with all those bioengineered ingredients, and then they started coming out with Simply chips? Remember that? Now they have these chips that don't have all of those ingredients in it, and people are saying they still taste like the other stuff. Well, not just like it. You can tell the difference, but They could have been making it like that the whole time.
Yeah, and I'm trying to see how far this thing gonna go before
Yeah.
they straighten up. You know.
Yeah. Melody, it does take 21 days to break a habit and create a new one. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Yamina says, CC Villain says King Vitamins was their favorite cereal too.
Oh man.
King Vitamins. I know, I remember.
Oh man.
So yeah, it's going to be hard to change, but it's not impossible. Our great grands love eating our food and want it at their mom's house. She doesn't cook from scratch. See, they will adjust.
Yeah.
If you look, you give it to them, they ain't got no choice.
Yeah. It's just gonna take a couple of weeks, like you said, about 21 days, and taste buds change. You know, because think about the chemical addiction that we really don't think about that's in the food for the children. You know, if they putting chemicals in there, we don't know exactly what it is, and the child is getting addicted to that chemical like a drug. So these foods are really like a drug, and then when they get normal food with whole foods, it's an adjustment because the drugs ain't in there.
And it tastes nasty to them.
Yeah, the drugs ain't in there, and it's the whole foods are so nutritious and they give you so much energy.
It does. I think that's just going to be a lifestyle change because in truth, some parents just buy frozen meals and boxed foods because of convenience, because some parents work a lot.
Yeah.
And they feel like it's easier for them to just pop it in the microwave or buy some ramen noodles or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
You're right.
So because of that, society has done a number on us as families now.
Yeah.
Because now it's very difficult to live in a household where it could be maintained by one parent so that the other parent could have time to take care of family, you know?
Yeah.
And even if two parents are working, at that time you didn't have to be stretched so thin that you couldn't, properly cook proper food for your children and be at the children's functions and all of that. Now everybody's working.
Yeah.
Two jobs, some people 3.
And that explains why we always say, like, when we was coming up, we would be outside playing all day.
Till the street lights came on.
Because we had that energy, like the Energizer Bunny. Children was just playing all day. And now children is on the inside of the house, on their tablet, on the computer,
All day.
And they not active. You try to make a child go out there and do what we did, they gonna look at you like you crazy.
Yeah, and see
it's
that
the food.
It is the food, and I was just about to say, and we wonder why childhood obesity is an issue, and we wonder why childhood diabetes is an issue, right? Because of all of these ultra processed foods that is just being shoved down our children's throats. And poor parents, they probably want better options but can't afford it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A box of hamburger helper for 79 cents versus, you know what I'm saying, if I had to buy a head of broccoli for $5.
Yeah.
That box of hamburger helper look real good right now.
Yeah. And just think about the time and the skill it takes to cook a real homemade meal with broccoli. And, if you never really learn how to cook, and then you got a job, you're a single mother, so you're going to do whatever you got to do.
Yeah, that's true. Hey, Alabama says, I watched a lady make homemade chicken nuggets from fresh chicken that look so good. I did that for my grandchildren because my oldest grandson loved chicken nuggets. I said, boy. I said, look, come on in this kitchen with me. I'm finna show you how to make chicken nuggets.
Yeah.
And I showed him how to make it so when he went home, he could go home and make his own and not be trying to go through the drive-thru of some, fast food place talking about some chicken nuggets. I showed him just how easy it was to make. Yeah. And he even agreed that they tasted way better. He said it tastes like chicken.
Yeah, tastes like chicken.
In other words, what were you eating and what did it taste like? If this tastes like chicken,
and you think about for years and years just eating processed food, what kind of effect that would have. That's why a lot of our children, having problems.
Hence the reason for the lawsuit
Mm.
from San Francisco. Hence the reason for the lawsuit. All these health problems
Wow.
that our children are having. And not just the children, adults too.
Yeah.
Because adults are eating this stuff too, you
Yeah.
know. And I'm not gonna even pretend like a bag of Simply Cheetos is not my favorite thing to snack on if I do get something, right? And it's just my luck that every time I ask Mr. A, you think they got some Simply Chips? They always be sold out. And then when they be sold out, I be like, girl, you ain't need that no way. I don't care how simple it is. You didn't need it anyway.
Yeah.
But, but adults too,
Yeah.
we really have to focus on changing habits and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then, in society, so many people are depressed nowadays, more so than in past times. Like, the level of depression today is so great.
Yeah.
And because of it, people just eat themselves to death and don't really care about what they eating. They just eating whatever,
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's an issue.
Yes, it is.
That's an issue. So, y'all, I think that's going to do it for... Yeah, ramen is cheap. I mean, look, me and my friend was talking about this the other day, how when we were growing up, you can get ramen for 10 cents a pack.
Ramen noodles?
Yeah, and when you came home from school, if, ramen noodles, 10 cents a pack, you talking about you getting a case of them for a buck,
Yeah.
And so that was the cheapest thing to eat. And we just didn't know any better as young adults, like ramen noodles,
Because it was so quick and easy.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. Because I remember being like 18 years old, something like that. And I would always get my ramen and put in some cheese and butter and stuff. And that's how I ate them. And they were so good. And I was crazy about them,
Yeah.
But, when you learn better, you're supposed to do better, right? So, and I get it. Even when COVID hit, you couldn't find a pack of ramen noodles on the shelf.
No, you couldn't. They was flying.
They was gone. You couldn't find ramen noodles on the shelf.
I guess the people had to have something.
Everybody had to have something.
During that period, yeah.
And it's also considered a comfort food.
Yeah.
And it can be very addictive too. So yeah. The Crafty Corner says, I'm scared to buy stuff from the grocery store. Me too, honey. Me too. Yes, indeed. So you all... Nope, I don't have a chicken nugget video. Polar Girl is so pretty. Thank you so much. We love our Polar Girl. But yeah, I think that's going to do it for tonight's Monday Night Chat. We really wanted y'all to weigh in on what y'all think about this situation. Look, San Francisco is they're going to war against these people.
Yeah.
And look, I don't blame them. I really don't blame them. I'm going to be following this closely. I want to know the outcome. I'm going to be seeing if I can actually view the actual court documents, because sometimes they make them public, And so I'm really going to be invested in this.
Yeah.
Because I want to know, what is this going to look like? And then I'm anxious to know if they win this lawsuit.
Yeah.
What will other cities and states do?
Yeah. So we got to watch this closely. We got to spread the word. Even share this video, because a lot of people really don't watch the news. They don't pay attention to things like this. It's the holidays, and then next thing you know, 6 months go by, people won't even pay attention to what they're eating.
Forgot.
So
it's because there's so many distractions. You get a new distraction being thrown at you every day, sometimes 5 times a day. You know?
Something's happening back to back.
So from one news cycle to the next, it could be something new going on. And that's why people tend to lose focus so easily. Yeah. Because it's all about a news cycle.
Go ahead and pick me a Coke up.
Yeah.
Go ahead and get some cereal. Go ahead and grab some snacks. We're not worried about that trick-or-treating coming by. All the snacks that they have for Halloween,
Yeah.
Ain't no telling,
So, y'all, that's going to do it. Thank y'all so much for joining us tonight for Monday Night Chat. Thank you to all of our moderators.
Thank y'all so much.
My friend finally made it in tonight. Yay, girl.
Thank y'all for joining us for Monday Night Chat. Give this video a thumbs up.
Yes, please. Please, please, please. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button on your way out. And if you're just coming in, you're coming in late, that's okay. You can always catch the replay.
Yes.
And if you do catch the replay, remember to hype the video, okay?
Let's hype it up.
Please do. Amelia, I didn't see you come in. Amelia's in here. Amelia, tribe of Ishar. I didn't see her come in. But anyway, y'all, that's going to do it for the video tonight. All right. Thank y'all so very, very much for joining us tonight here in Monday Night Chat. Please, when this video ends, don't forget to hit the like. But also, in the comment section, post your thoughts about this topic in the comment section.
Yeah.
Okay? Because I want to keep the conversation going.
Yes.
All right, y'all? So that's going to do it for tonight. Anything else, Mr. H?
No, that's it. I just say, I'll leave this one message to the viewers. Make sure you keep thinking about what's in the food when you shop, you know, because we got to be conscious on everything that we purchase. You know, we doing a year without the grocery store. So, you know, we still got to go to the grocery store, but make sure you pay attention to the ingredients, you know.
Yep.
And try to go from scratch.
Yep.
Go for scratch.
Whole foods, y'all.
Whole foods.
Yep.
And that's it. That's the message that I want to get across.
Okay.
All right.
Enough said. Thank y'all so much. Y'all have a great night.
Have a great night. Yes,
I'm
yes,
gonna get
y'all.
on that cookbook. I'm gonna get on that cookbook. Lord knows I need to get on that cookbook.
Peace.
It ain't gonna be perfect.
Love y'all. Y'all have a wonderful evening.
Good night, y'all.